That was a shock of this century. Now, tell me that did not happen. Saudi Arabia beating Argentina. Now, that is why they say football is not mathematics. Because toe to toe by personnel, Argentina is far ahead of Saudi Arabia. But there's one thing about football, it's a team game. Now, you can have a collection of individuals, a collection of stars who cannot put in the effort to work as a team. And then, on the other hand, you can have a group of people who gel, synchronize very well as a team, playing very well. That was what we had today. That was what we saw earlier today when Saudi Arabia defeated Argentina. Now, come to think of it, coming into this tournament, Saudi Arabia was rated 51 on the ranking, as generated by FIFA. Argentina, on the other hand, is rated number 3. Now, it's like putting a heavyweight boxer in a ring to fight a lightweight or a featherweight. Now, what would happen? The heavyweight will automatically knock out the lightweight. But this is not what we saw. So that is why in today's match, it really shocked bookmakers. All pundits were shocked. Nobody got it right. Now, you could see that from the start of the game, that Argentina did not play as a team. One begins to wonder whether the heat is already telling on them. Now, come to think of it, in the first half, you observe that there were so many offsides. The Saudis were sitting back, soaking the pressure, waiting on fast breaks, which they did not get. Now, as you would have observed, in the first half, there were so many the Argentines were caught offside so many times. And I began to wonder, this is a game. When you have a team playing the offside tactics, how do you beat them? What you have to do, you have to begin to make runs from the midfield, because they will be expecting the attackers to make the runs. And the attackers will be kind of, pretending they want to make the runs, so that the midfielders come in to make the runs and confuse the defenders. That is how Argentina should have approached the game. But what happened? It was every time Lautaro Martinez was caught offside, Angel Di Maria offside, Lionel Messi offside. The only chance they got was the penalty that they scored. But after that, Saudi Arabia woke up and showed them that being a team is more than being an individual star. So how did it end? Saudi 2, Argentina 1. Now, the next game was between Mexico and Poland. Now, we predicted Mexico would beat Poland. There was almost a shocker, because Poland had a penalty which Lewandowski, of all people, fluffed. He's always expected to score because he scores. He scores freely. But how he missed the penalty, nobody can conjecture. Now, the game ended 0-0. The Mexicans, were good. As I said before the game, they like to control the game. They like playing, the fast breaks, the passes and all that. The Mexicans control the game. And by the way of balance, they could have had their day. In short, should have been Mexico winning the game, but it ended 0-0. Now, the third match was between Denmark and Tunisia, which we predicted that Denmark would win. But how did it come out? It ended 0-0. Now, there's one thing I have noticed, the Arab teams, the North Africans and the Arab teams, the weather suits them. They live there. They know how it feels in the desert. So what happened is that they know how to conserve energy. If you watched the Denmark-Tunisia game, you from the start, the Tunisians, they were kind of playing kind of dull, holding the ball, not making too much runs. And the Danes did not know that the Tunisians were conserving energy because they know their terrain. These are fellow Arabs. They know how it feels in the desert. So now the Tunisians control the game. What was lacking was that they didn't have a cutting edge. If they had a cutting edge, they would have defeated the Danes. And now the final game of the day, France versus Australia. We predicted that France would win because France, they are the defending champions. France is rated number 4. Australia rated number 38. France has a glut of stars, even though they missed out Karim Benzema, Paul Pogba, and N'Golo Kante due to injury, but they still had a glut of stars. They did better than we expected. They scored 4, even though they conceded first. But as true champions, they know how to come from behind. They control the game. In another day, Kylian Mbappe, would have scored more goals, but France ended the game comfortably. They have their 3 points in the kitty. So France won the game. Saudi won their game. Mexico, Poland 0-0. Denmark, Tunisia 0-0. Now let us go into tomorrow's match. Match day 4. In the first game of tomorrow, Morocco will take on Croatia in Group F. Morocco, Croatia in the morning, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, Morocco is rated number 22. That's they are 22nd, in the FIFA ranking. And Croatia is rated number 12. Now, by that rating, who do you think would win the day? Right, if football were to be mathematics, then we would give it to, Croatia. We would give it to Croatia because Croatia, what do you have? Croatia, let's recall some of the stars they have. Now, one of their stars plays for Chelsea FC. Chelsea, one of their, sorry, that's a disclaimer. One of the stars, the Croatian stars, yes, plays for Chelsea FC. And we also have, who again do we have in Croatia that plays very well? His name is Maya. I mentioned his name earlier on. 24 years old, plays for Rennes. He's an attacking midfielder. Rennes is in France. Now, we expect that Croatia will be able to pull the day, to pull away from Morocco. Even though Morocco has a couple of stars, but especially Hakimi, who plays right back for Paris Saint-Germain, is a kind of wing back. He plays almost like Dumfries of Holland. He plays right wing back or right back, but every time you see him on the far right, outside right, trying to, spin the ball in. So Croatia will come up tops. What is the scores? Croatia will win the match tomorrow by 2-1. So I give it to Croatia 2 and Morocco 1. Now the second game in Group F will be between almighty Belgium and Canada. Belgium is number 2 in FIFA ranking. Canada is number 41 in FIFA ranking. So it's a case of David meeting Goliath. And by size and strength, we expect Goliath to win. But we are not going to bring in other philosophy here, where David, like Saudi today, defeated the Goliath of Argentina. So, all things being equal, Belgium should run away, should rout. Belgium should rout Canada by 3-0 tomorrow in Group F. That match is at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, Group E will also be playing tomorrow. So we are having a total of 4 matches tomorrow. 2 in Group 2 in Group F and 2 in Group E. Right. They are not starting based on alphabetical order. The first match will be Group F, and then for Group E, their first match will be at 11 a.m. Eastern Time between Spain and Costa Rica. Now, Spain is always regarded as the Brazil of Europe, because what do they play? The tiki-taka game. Spain holds on to the ball, passes, waits for opportunity to strike. They wouldn't mind to hold the ball for 40 minutes, just waiting for one chance. Costa Rica, on the other hand, they like fast breaks. Costa Rica like fast breaks. So we expect tomorrow that Spain will be keeping the ball, passing the ball, controlling, keeping possession, while Costa Rica will be waiting for opportunity to strike. Now, there's a problem in Spain. Spain recently have been having challenges scoring goals. I watched them in a couple of matches. You realize that in possession, they always have 70, 80 possession, 65% possession, and all that. At the end of it, they score 1 goal, or they don't score a goal, or they lose the match. So, if care is not taken, Costa Rica may shock Spain tomorrow. But I expect Spain to have greater possession, maybe 65 to 70% possession, but they will struggle to score a goal. Spain will struggle to score a goal. So Costa Rica may score a goal. So I predict tomorrow to be 1 to Spain and 1 to Costa Rica. Spain is rated number 7. Costa Rica rated number 31. Now, the next game, or that actually would be the second game for Group E. The first game in Group E will be between Germany and Japan. Now, Germany is rated number 11, Japan number 24. The Japanese, we all know about them. They are not like Goliaths. They are very good on their center of gravity, because the Japanese are not very tall. They have very good center of gravity. They run rings. So tomorrow, expect Japan to be running all over the pitch. Expect the German machines too. Germany is a team, a tournament team, one of the tournament teams. Germany, sometimes they don't do well in qualifying, but when it is in tournaments, Germany always does very well. So Germany, Japan, the German machines will descend on Japan tomorrow. At the end of it, the German machines will take the day by 2-0. So, guys, watch out for tomorrow. Morocco 1, Croatia 2. Belgium 3, Canada 0. Spain 1, Costa Rica 1. Germany 2, Japan 0. Watch out, as we will review it at the end of tomorrow. Please, if you have not subscribed yet, please, subscribe to the 424 Soccer channel for your match analysis, predictions, and much more. Click the like button, click the notification. When we come on tomorrow, you'll have us right on time. Thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye-bye.